Mm. Oh my gosh, that's just so yummy. It's so yummy. Like, I love it. And again, if you're, I don't know about you, but I adore coffee. I love coffee. So, and I still drink coffee. I know it's not the best for you. I try and buy a better quality coffee that doesn't have molds and toxins and all that in it. So, and I'll show that later because right now I'm out of it. So I'm not using the best coffee. But anyway, on carnivore or keto, we can drink coffee or tea. That's fine. I love coffee. It's amazing. It's like my comfort drink. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I don't know if you have heard of fatty coffee. So on the carnivore or ketogenic diet, fat is very, very, very important. And so one of the things you can do to get extra fat into your diet is to make you a fatty coffee. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm going to show you how to make the simple version, and then I'll give you some information on some things you can add to it to get extra protein or flavor or whatever you desire. To me, it's kind of a treat. Sometimes at night when I'm sitting and watching TV, it's just nice to have like a little treat. When I used to run to the refrigerator and get ice cream or cookies or something stupid like that, I will make me a cup of coffee and sometimes make it a fatty coffee or put some flavored collagen in it or something like that, which I'll show you all that. Anyway, let's get to making this amazing coffee. Obviously, I do my own videos because I'm always trying to get in the shot or shift my camera around. Anyway, so sorry about that. I'm trying to do the best I can with what I have and not any help. So here is our trusty ingredients. So we have coffee, of course, that's important. So some brewed coffee, heavy whipping cream, or you can use half and half, whatever. But this is nice and full of fat. So you just always want to remember to shake it well every time you get it out of the refrigerator. Every time you use it, always shake it to get that fat mixed in there. All right? Butter, real butter, of course. Absolutely no margarine. Throw that crap away. Do not give it to your neighbor. Throw it away. It's toxic. It's poison. Get rid of it. So we want real butter. All right? Salt. Sounds crazy. If you've never put this in your coffee, and this is Redmond's real salt, so you need to read up on this because it actually comes from, like, it's got so many minerals and everything in it that it tastes different. It's crazy. It's weird, but you want to add salt. You know, we've been taught to be so scared of salt. Well, the only reason is because our bodies were retaining so much water that we had so much stored salt with this water in us. Our body needs salt though. We're like mammals basically. Like cows and horses, you know, they all need salt. We need salt. So anyway, this is very important. If you haven't done your research on why we need salt as carnivores, do your research because I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be right now. So this is important. But again, this tastes so different than the blue table salt. So don't use that. Don't use that. Try and buy some kind of like Himalayan pink salt or buy this. I don't know if grocery stores have this. I just get it on Amazon and it's totally worth the money. Anyway, so salt. And again, once you get used to this in your coffee, like it will surprise you. You'll be like, wow, what? Okay, so, and then I just use a magic bullet. This works super duper well to blend everything together. So I'm gonna get it all kind of added in here and then I'll be right back with you. You can do I do about a tablespoon of butter. So you just have to do what works for you. But yeah, I'm usually about a tablespoon. I love butter, so that's what I do. So I just throw the cold butter in here. All right, and then I take my salt and literally this is what I do. If I can get around to the camera a little better. I mean, like I do like that. that much salt. You do you. So if that's too much for you, but I would say if you haven't tried this, try it. Try it first. But this would be very good for getting a lot of minerals into your diet as well. But that's what I do. I like that amount. Works well for me. Again, you do you. So pour that in there. All right. And then heavy whipping cream. Again, I'm going to shake it again just for good measure. Kind of the same thing. I try and keep it very light because it's just, you don't want a whole lot in here, you know? I mean, you really don't want a whole lot because even though it is heavy whipping cream, I was going to say it still has carbs. It does have carbs. I think they're just so low they don't show on here because the only thing that does not have carbs is meat. That's it. Meat. That's it. So I know this has a little bit of carbs, but it's got a lot of fat. So doesn't have much, but it's still addictive, you know? It's still addictive. So just I kind of like do, I don't know, tablespoon, maybe teaspoon to a tablespoon kind of thing. Again, you do you. You just do you. All right. And then, so that's it, except for the coffee. So now I'm going to pour the coffee in. Let me see if my coffee got cold sitting here. I'm going to heat it up for a minute and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I have me some piping hot coffee. You can see the steam there. Looks amazing. Okay, so then, and just remember when you're using these, you're actually not, it says on there, do not put hot liquids in here because they can expand. So what I do is I do it all the time, but I do watch how much I put in here. So I might put like about that much coffee in, and then I blend it really quickly, and then I slowly release the lid to let some of the hot air out. Sometimes it will kind of overflow. Most of the time, if I get it right, it doesn't. So just, anyway, that's just an FYI. And just make sure you get the lid on properly so it doesn't leak down in your, when you flip it upside down, it doesn't leak down in here. However, I've done that many times. It's leaked down in there. I just unplug it and I stick this under the sink, let the water run really quick, and it'll just push all the liquids out, and then I just leave it like that to dry. So no harm done. And it still runs and runs and runs and runs. So it's perfect. Anyway, so I'm gonna just pour this in here about, oh, that was, well, I didn't have a lot of coffee in there. So I guess we're only doing this much right now, and that's fine. No big deal. It's probably all the coffee I need. I've had a lot of coffee already. This morning, I've been working on projects. Anyway, so I can tell that I have it on properly. So I try to get right to it. And so get it in here, and that's really about all you need. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then you'll hear, you kind of hear it release a little bit. You may not have heard it, but it kind of releases the heat. So let's just take that lid off. Oh my gosh, looks amazing, looks amazing. Now, this does not have any sweeteners in it. So if you're a sweetener kind of person where you have to have something in there that's sweet, use erythritol, use allulose, a real stevia. Please watch the products, because if you really look at the ingredients on a lot of these stevia products, it says stevia, but it's actually got another sweetener in there with it, and that sweetener is not good for you. So make sure it's just true stevia. I like allulose or erythritol. It's just really what I have around most of the time. I do have some stevia every once in a while. Anyway, no big deal, but a safe sweetener, So if you need that, I don't. I've been on Carnivore long enough that I try and stay away from sweeteners. But if I do have something with a little sweetener in it, good sweetener only, it doesn't bring back my addictions at all like I used to. I don't crave it like I used to, but it does not bring back my sweet needs. So yeah, so let's pour this in. Oh my gosh. I'm anxious for you to try this, especially if you've never used that salt or any kind of like good salt in your coffee. Again, don't use the blue salt. You'll probably get a totally different taste, but oh my gosh, That's just so yummy. It's so yummy. Like, I love it. And again, if you're sweet addicted, you may be like, yeah, no, I need some sweet. So I'm going to give you an alternative here. Besides adding a little allulose or something in here that you can get at any grocery store, you can get it on Amazon, whatever. So, oh my gosh, yeah, it is a treat. And you can even make that cold with cold coffee and put some ice cubes in it and do everything. Don't do the butter because the butter would just harden. But blend it and then you have like a little treat. You could add some eggs, egg yolks or whatever. Anyway, I'll do all that later. But anyway, a couple products that I found that I do use periodically, or if my husband wants one of these, he's a sweet guy. He wants the sweeteners. So, and he likes flavor. He's just got to have the flavor and the sweeteners. So I have a couple products here that I found. I got them on Amazon. You don't have to. You can get them directly from the company that makes these. But this is grass-fed collagen peptides, and they have different flavors, but I love pumpkin. Absolutely adore pumpkin. So this was so amazing. I saw a review on this by Maria Emmerich about how clean it was, and she was using it in recipes. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes, I love that pumpkin flavor. But it's just grass-fed collagen peptides with lion's mane mushroom. So, and pumpkin spice. So I was gonna see, okay, got me a fix. These are not even mine, but they work. I don't have a magnifying glass and I cannot see. I mean, like, look at this. Like, it's so tiny and it's not, like, it's so tiny. They don't want you to see the ingredients most of the time. Anyway, but on this one, yeah, it's made with hydrolyzed bovine collagen peptides, pumpkin powder, organic cinnamon powder, nutmeg, Himalayan pink salt, good salt, organic vanilla extract powder, monk fruit. Oh, that is another sweetener that's really good. You can get that also at Walmart. Monk fruit sweetener. So that's a great one. Won't affect your blood sugar. So it's perfect. Clove powder, ginger root powder, organic lion's mane mushroom powder. So it has some extra stuff in it that maybe someone doesn't, but it's all, I mean, it's all normal product. It does not bother me. Like, I've had one of these coffees with a scoop of this in it, and it's really yummy. Did not bother me. So you have to, again, try it, do you, but it gives you some extra collagen. Collagen is good for the nails and the hair and all that. Anyway, so it's good for you. Anyway, so this does have a little bit of sweetener in it. Good sweetener though, good sweetener. That's the whole deal. So you put a scoop of this in your little thing when you're making your little coffee concoction in the morning or whatever. Keep it everything the same with your butter and your heavy whipping cream. Add this and your coffee and you'll have a, decadent little coffee treat. Anyway, so that's one. The other one is this one, which is Equip, and it's just protein powder made from grass-fed beef. It's grass-fed beef isolate powder. So good ingredients, and that, let's see here. I was trying to see if it had grass-fed beef, protein, sea salt, natural flavors, and stevia extract in here. And so this is salted caramel, and they have a lot of different flavors too. It's not cheap. It's like $65 a bag. I did go on a subscription thing to where I could at least get it cheaper. And I got through Amazon. Anyway, but I needed some good options here because I've seen Maria Emmerich, she used this to put in her ice cream for her kids. And that way she knows that her kids are they can eat ice cream and it's still healthy for them. And so, yeah, I've used this in coffee. I've used this in my carnivore ice cream because, again, my husband likes the flavor and the sweet. So, anyway, something worth trying, but this is not a bad option either for you. So this is something you could add into your coffee. Gives you the benefit of the protein and a little more flavor, a little more treat. It's amazing too. So those are two really good options to add into or to have available for when you make your fatty coffee. Enjoy. I mean, we have to have a treat too every now and then, you know. We just have to have a treat that won't hurt us. That's my thing. If it hurts me, I know that there was something in there that was not good for me and it will not go in my body again. So, yeah, I've hurt and I've been in pain for too many years and I was so sick and I am never going back there and I'm probably never going to listen to another doctor out in the medical profession. That's why I only listen to doctors that know something about nutrition, and I get it free because I watch it on YouTube. I watch Dr. Boz, I watch Ken Berry, I watch Dr. Sean Baker. He does a ton of amazing interviews with people, real people like us, who are telling their story like I'm telling on my channel, you know, about what they had wrong with them and how they fixed it on a ketogenic or carnivore diet. It is no magic. It's just how we were supposed to eat in the first place. Oh my gosh. We are such a screwed up generation. And it's not our fault. It's not our fault. We've been played for fools is what we've been played for. So we either figure it out or we die early and we die a painful death. So just like our animals, you know, same thing for them because we're killing them as fast as we're killing ourselves. Anyway, okay, back to the happy coffee here. So I don't drink anymore. I just realized my hat. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Not really, but I need some coffee. All right, tally ho, people. Have a good one.